Alright, welcome everyone to another Distant Worlds 3 stream. So we are finding ourselves today starting off in Varuna. That is the first POI of this week. We're streaming a little earlier this week because I'm going to be out of town in the latter half of the week. But just to give an update on where we're starting out here. So we ended last week at Rendezvous Point over here. And then by the end of the stream today, we're going to be getting to over here. So we've really been covering a lot more distance in Distant Worlds 3. You know, I sort of cleaned up my bookmarks a bit, and we sort of went from, you know, the bubble to here in 1 week, and then to here in another week, and then to here in another week. We're really, really booking it this time, which I suppose makes sense considering how much easier travel has gotten in the 8 years since the last Distant Worlds. But hopefully we're going to cross by Beagle Point at some point, probably next week, I would imagine. But we'll see. So this week we're going to be finally checking out some points of interest because while we did do some, interstellar travel last week, it wasn't an official part of the expedition because at that point we were still, officially connected to the carriers. But then now they've, let the fleet go, and we're going to be, exploring sort of on our own rather than sticking by the carriers. So we've got some actual points of interest along our route today. I have not looked up in advance what they are, so I'm going to be as surprised as you all to see what we find today. And yeah, so by the end of the stream, we're going to be stopping here, and I'll be scanning anything interesting I see along the way. So let's get started. So let us get started. So I believe I already have our route put into the ED market connector here. Although it looks like it didn't it didn't copy the destination. So let's fix that. Okay. So we got our first jump. Not even needing a neutron boost. So we're starting out. I should probably talk about where we are right now because we're starting off at the first point of interest along the route for this week, and that is this cool green nebula. There's a black hole at the center, which I'll show, and then we've got these planets with this spooky green glow. I'm gonna skip the front of the black hole. We should probably just get moving. You've seen one black hole, you've seen them all. It's not as impressive as Sagittarius A star. But yeah, and this is a cool little spot to start out in. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and once we get out of the gravity well here, I'll go ahead and take us to our first jump here. Let's see, I think we only have 9 jumps to our first point of interest today. So alright, let's see if we can.
Cannot comply.
Oh, still no. Okay.
Cannot comply. Cannot comply.
There we go.
Drive charging. 2, 1, engage.
Right. I gotta keep giving systems star rating. So that last system, I would say I'd give that. I mean, I gotta give it a 4-star because it's cool. It's a cool nebula, and it's got a black hole, which is always cool. It'd be cooler if it had more planets that were more conveniently placed, but it was a good system. And you know, this one here, this just seems like a pretty typical neutron star. You know, and if there's nothing else really going for it, I'll usually give just a neutron star like a 2-star review. We're giving systems our Yelp reviews. You know, how much I recommend vacationing there if you're in the area. Which I don't know why you ever would be in the area, but you know, if you are, I'll have to compile a database of all my system reviews just to see. Okay, we got a slightly better neutron star here. That's good, that's good. We can get some real low value systems though. And that's according to the ED market connector that I have up in the top right there. Yeah, low maximum value. That's okay though. We've got plenty of money. It's just, you know, a nice bonus. If it's worth some to scan. So we just got less than 10 jumps to our first destination, and then we'll figure out what's special about our destination.
3,
yeah.
2, 1, engage.
Oh, I give that last system 2.5 stars because it was a slightly better neutron star, a little easier to scoop from. Okay, got another good neutron star here.
Warning, frameshift drive.
A lot of these systems, you know, they'd be better if they had planets. You know, a really great system has to have a solid set of planets. So even if the star is cool, you know. Yes, this one's another 2.5 star system. But we're on to the next.
Frameshift drive charging.
Whew.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright. Got another pretty typical neutron star.
Warning,
2
frameshift
star
drive
review.
operating beyond safety limits.
Just a typical neutron, unless it's got, you know, something else going for it.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
You know, it's hard not to feel like the systems get really samey when you get this far out. I mean, especially if you're running the neutron highway like I am, and
Frameshift drive
you know,
charging.
every system you go to is neutron stars, almost. But, you know, when you're in the Caspian, it's hard, you know, to justify not taking the neutron highway.
4,
Because the other thing I've noticed is it seems like the, I don't know if this is a well-established thing already or not, but and I could be wrong, it seems like the supercharge optimized frameshift drive on the Caspian, it takes less damage from the jet cone, so you don't even need to stop to repair. I took some damage during the second stream when we were trying to land on that death planet. I took some damage, and so I had to run repairs then, but aside from that,
warning.
yeah, okay, it's still at 94%. Aside from that, my frameshift drive's been holding up really well.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
You know, in spite it's got a lot of light years on it at this point. My paint job is starting to chip away, which I wear as a badge of honor. You know, hopefully when all is said and all is done, we can put a Distant Worlds 3 decal on this ship, and it'll be totally unreadable because of how damaged the paint job is. But that just means the ship has been well loved. Just like my Anaconda from Distant Worlds 2.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And then I also have a useless Mandalay that I was going to take. On Distant Worlds 3. But then the Caspian was announced, and oh man, like, you know, Frontier, you know, they really knew what they were doing in announcing the Caspian when they did, you know, because it was timed perfectly such that, like, you know, oh, you know, there's this new great ship for exploration. You know, it's not better than the Mandalay at everything, but it's better than the Mandalay at some things. And you know, we got this new great exploration ship, but it'll only be available for real money before Distant Worlds 3 launches. So they really knew how to maximize sales on that, and this is the only time that I've spent real money on a Elite Dangerous ship, which, you know, mixed feelings. You know, you know, microtransactions always suck, you know, and I already bought the game, you know, it should come with all the content, but at the same time, you know, there seems to be a pretty clear connection between Elite going pay to win and Elite actually getting new content. So if it means we actually get new content, then, you know, I'm okay with paying for it.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
You know, though with a lot of the ships, it's like I didn't have enough motivation to get them right away. You know, I could wait the 3 months or 4 months or whatever it was to get the new ship. But, you know, with the Caspian, because they announced it when they did, you know, it wouldn't be available for in-game credits for Distant Worlds. So if I wanted to take it, which I did, you know. I do really like the Caspian, though. I think it's, you know, I really like the Mandalay too, and I think they complement each other very well. You know, the Mandalay being, you know, easier to land, having better jump range, you know, under normal circumstances, and, you know, just being faster, more maneuverable. But then the Caspian having much better range when neutron boosting, and having, you know, large internal space and you know, the ability to, you know, it's other fancy tricks with, you know, navigating your planets and stuff like that. I don't care as much about that stuff, but I think it's a nice balance to keep, you know, the Mandalay. Oh, we made it to our destination. Oh, cool. Okay, well, I guess I should have been obvious from the nebula here, but I guess since this is one of our POIs, we'll stop and we'll give it a scan. How about that? But yeah, I think it's cool how the Caspian and the Mandalay complement each other. The Mandalay being, you know, having the better, you know, just plain jump range, you know, and then the Caspian having better if you factor in, you know, the neutron jump. I think that's a good way to balance it, you know, so neither is clearly the best. You know, it's sort of a similar balance, I think, to like, well, it's sort of like, you know, the in the olden days when it would be, you know, Asp Explorer versus Anaconda, you know, the Asp being a lot more maneuverable, a lot cheaper. Ooh, we got biological sources. I'm gonna scan that. That's for sure. Yeah, what do we got here? We got bacterium, cactoida. Oh man. Okay, yeah, no, we're definitely scanning that. That's for sure. You know, it's like in the Oh, we got some more biologicals. Sweet. I mean, obviously we're not getting, you know, first discovery on anything since it's a POI, but, you know, still, we'll take that payout. That's for sure. Yeah, the balance between the, you know, the Asp Explorer being, you know, cheaper, more maneuverable, you know, and then the Anaconda with its, you know, better internal capacity. And, you know, the Mandalay and the Caspian have that sort of dynamic as well, where you know, when I'm exploring, I tend to prefer, you know, being able to carry a lot with me, just having a lot of internal space for, you know, SRVs and fuel and cargo and stuff like that. You know, whereas something like the Mandalay, you know, you can fit all the essentials, but it, you know, you're going to be having to make some sacrifices where you're not going to be able to fit, you know, necessarily everything that you want. You know, which isn't the end of the world by any means, and, you know, it definitely has its advantages in being able to land more easily, because I've definitely had some troubles with landing the Caspian. Yeah, it just seems to not like to land at all. Okay, but let's see. So where are we going for our biologicals? So we've got 1E. This is one of it. Yeah, so 1E. Okay. Biologicals here. Oh, let's go. Let's go scan that, shall we? We shall. And I think, you know, in a broader sense, you know, there has been a clear, you know, power creep in Elite Dangerous, you know, just, I mean, I guess over its whole existence, you know, with the introduction of engineering and then, you know, the new ships that are coming out today. But I think it's okay for there to be a little bit of power creep, you know, because it's sort of the it's a way to keep the game fresh, I think, and, you know, give an incentive to try out the new stuff, because, you know, there were a number of years there, you know, where you could have played Elite and, you know, the game basically stayed the same, but you know, now it's evolving, it's updating, and, you know, for a MMO style game like this, it's never gonna be permanent. You know, there's always gonna be stuff that's changing, whether you like it or not. You know, you're never gonna be able to just play the game how it always was. You know, I mean, I think you might still be able to play the original pre Horizons version, but that's not the norm. That's for sure. And, you know, someday the servers will go down, so, you know, before then, you might as well give people as much reason as possible to enjoy the game. But, you know, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, we're gonna hopefully find some good biological signals here. The pretty nebula to watch over us. So this is definitely a 5-star system. We got a neutron star. We got, you know, a pretty nebula. We got planets with biologicals. Man, it's hard to beat that. So this is definitely getting a 5-star Yelp review from me.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay, so we've got
surface scan complete.
bacterium. Let me see if I can make the marker connector a little taller. Can I? Maybe not. Doesn't seem like it wants to scale. Okay, that's fine. So we got bacterium, cactoida. We got a lot of stuff. Let's go for the Rutexa first, because that's got the highest payout. Let's go for that first. I'm still relatively new to exobiology. I've done some of it. You know, and after Odyssey came out, I took a relatively long hiatus from the game where I didn't play it terribly much, and that's sort of when Exobio became the big thing. And a couple months or a year ago or something, I did go on like an expedition where I did do some Exobio, but I haven't really like optimized my Exobio strategy like a lot of people have. I've just been just hanging around, just getting a couple million here, a couple million there, scanning plants. Okay, nice and rocky here. Let's see what we can see. What am I? I'm not even sure what I'm looking for. Gotta find it first. Okay, I'm guessing that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Now the next step is I have to land somewhere. It's gonna be easier said than done. I can try over there. Times like this, I do wish I was in a Mandalay or a DBX or whatever, but there's lots of times when I'm really grateful to have the Caspian's range. So, yeah, it's too rocky. It'd suck if I had to go all the way down there, maybe? Yes. Looking like it's gonna be pretty sparse for landing spots here. Not really worth it when we get that payout. Oh man, I don't know. This is not looking too promising. Not looking too promising. It's just really sloped. Just rocky. Just rocky. Very rocky. Here? Perhaps? There's even some biologicals right there. Let me land. I feel like it's really close. Really close to being possible. It's like position. Ah, no. It's not gonna work. Yeah, this is just such a rocky area. Gonna be a struggle. Keep trying for a little bit longer. Might have to super cruise to somewhere else on this planet. Get down there. Okay, it's not going to get much better than this. It's not without going a ways away. No, you can do it. No, you can do it. Oh, we had a tiny little spot. Tiny little spot. I'll find it again. It's just a single little blip. Oh, okay. There it was again. Okay. I'll land on this tiny little blip. Let's go over it again. Feels okay. Yeah. Come on. It's so close. isn't it possible? Why isn't it possible? Ugh. Am I really gonna turn on the docking computer? Is that what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Not even gonna try.
Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
Guess not. I guess it's not even gonna try. Cool, thank you. Wait, do I have my docking computer off? Is that why? Yep, that's why. Okay.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Sync launchers, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's try auto land. Hello?
Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
Hello? Okay, I guess that's not gonna work. Alright, we're gonna have to go somewhere else, it seems. Alright. I was anticipating this just being a brief little excursion, but it might take a little longer. See, it's like there's these valleys, but they're all so rocky. I just don't know if... I'll be able to find a good spot to set down. And, you know, even when I do, it's like I'm gonna have to hoof it, you know, on foot to get from one sampling point to the other. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna try one more landing spot, and then I'm gonna go back to Super Cruise. Yeah, that's too rocky. Okay.
Landing gear
Well, we're gonna
retracted.
Super Cruise. And then we're gonna hopefully find somewhere else that we can go. Unless, nice flat spot over there. I don't know if that's still in the zone for the biologicals, but it's worth a try, I guess. Yeah, let's give over there a try. Looks a lot flatter. Or it could be that it's giving just like a different biological, I don't know. Could also sort of park on the edge of the mountains and walk on. This is reminding me of New Mexico. That's what this is reminding me of. Yeah, I can park on the edge of the mountains and then up into them for our signal sources. Park near the mountains, then we'll see what we can see.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, is it still rocky? Come on, man. Surely I must be able to land here. Surely this is possible. That's a wide open area. There's just a couple of rocks around. Then of course with the Caspian it's like you find a spot where it says you can land but you actually can't. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Let's start in the SRV and then We'll switch to... We'll switch to foot if we need to.
Low gravity warning.
Okay. So we're looking for a number of different types of biological sources. Let's head back up into the mountains, because that one we were looking for is most likely confined to up there. It's pretty bumpy. Road's getting kind of bumpy here. Okay, there's something. Don't know if it's what we're looking for, but it's something. Alright.
Drive assist off.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, what do I have as a partial sample? Okay, so that's what we were looking for. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. Okay, so now we just gotta find some more. We'll get a nice 10 million payout if we do this. Not bad. I don't know if I'm going to get all the biologicals here. I want to keep the stream moving to some extent, but at least for the time being. We'll get at least this one. And, you know. I just use it even though it's plenty bright out. I use it to only see the contours of things a little easier. I'll keep my lights on now. Just realized though, if I recall my ship leaves. That might be a nightmare of a time trying to get it to land. The AI. That could be a problem, but if it is, that's a problem for future me. This may be foreshadowing. This is very pretty, though. That nice nebula overhead. Oh, different species. Okay. Have any of the ones that I'm looking for? No? Okay, guess we keep moving then. Yes, we keep moving. And I mean, hey, is it really a really dangerous stream if we don't put ourselves in death's way at least a little bit? You know, take some risks. Ugh. Very bumpy. Very bumpy. There we go, there's our first tick of hull damage. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's slow down. I got stuck on a rock. Got another bunch of something down here. Who knows what it is? I. Might find ourselves in a position where we need to synthesize some SRV repairs, but we can do that. That looks like what I was just looking at before. Is not what I'm after. There's a lot of this stuff, though. A lot of this stuff.
Drive assist off.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is a different... Yeah. What is this? So I can probably get, like, a full sample's worth. Just here. So it's a question of, like, do I risk discarding my Vertexa? Yeah, I think I'll do it. So I'll go to like, the far end of this. So I might be able to get a full set of samples just from this one patch over here. Yeah, I'll discard it. Okay. Okay, so then 200 meters. So we'll go a ways here. $100 already. Just hoping I can get all 3 samples from this one big patch. Go up there. That'd be okay though. Up here. Assuming this isn't a different species. Yep, there we go. Stuck. Just gotta get 200 meters from both of those points, which shouldn't be too difficult. We've already done it. Okay. Nice. There's one sample down. I'll keep looking for the other type, at least for a little while. It may be worth moving on. I don't know. We'll give it a little bit longer. Give it a little bit longer. Not in any. Free. That Vertexa is an awful tempting payout. Okay. This big hill. Here we go. Just waiting for this to be like a precursor to me just breaking my SRB entirely. But hopefully, if we go back up in the mountains, we can find some more of that Vertexa looking for. There's something. There's a something. It's a bump. Ah, that looks like the same thing.
Drive assist
Looks
off.
like the same thing. Yep. Be analyzed. Cool. Crazy. Up here. Anything worth my time. Okay, there's something different. Yeah, there's something different.
Drive assist off.
Alright. Let's a look. Give this a look. Okay, there's my Flutexa again. So now he's got to find 2 more. That. If I find that, then I'll be happy to leave this system. This is a great system, though. Whew. Yeah. Scanned. Some more. Okay.
Drive assist off.
And then once we get our last sample, we'll go back to the ship. Ooh. Keep on going this way. Something. Doesn't look like it's what I need, though. Nope. Look at that stuff. Continually testing the off-road capabilities of the Scorpion. Parts doing what we need. I thought that was going to be a really small patch if it wasn't patched. There we go, that's what I need. That's what I need. Okay.
Drive assist off.
Okay. I'm satisfied, and we can now head back. Satisfied, and we can go back to the ship, wherever that is. Might have left. It might have left. Yeah, okay, we gotta recall it. Let's get to flat ground so that it can actually land. And we'll hope that the AI doesn't mess this up for us. I would not like to be stranded on a distant moon in nothing but an SRV. That would not be fun. Find a spot that's wide enough for the AI to land in. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got about 12 million off of that planet. Not bad. Then around. Yeah, definitely want to keep out an eye out for SRV repair materials. The next time you get out, I'm gonna take the scorpion and see if we can harvest anything. I was just taking the, take the scarab, so we can harvest stuff. I was just taking the scorpion because it's just so much more pleasant to drive. Okay, let's try recalling our ship.
Ship recalled.
Let's see if it can do it. I don't know if it's going to be able to do it there. Might have to go somewhere else. Hello, ship. Okay. Okay. Can it do it? Can it land? It can! Maybe? Oh no. Okay. Had me worried there for a second. Alright. And we can... We can head on to our next point of interest after this, which is the Iris Sunrise. What is that?
Drive assist off.
See what that is. Okay. Well, guess we'll find out. I'm not seeing it immediately on Google, so we will find out for ourselves.
Landing gear retracted.
In our destination. Right. We don't have a full tank of fuel, so we might want to stop at a fuel star at some point. But for now, let's just see how many jumps this ends up being.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Just waiting on our route. Okay, let's see how many jumps it is. It is, whoa, 27 jumps. We're gonna wanna, what is that? Let's give it a shot. Okay, 27 jumps it is.
Frameshift drive charging.
I know, it's so weird that I'm complaining about having to do 27 jumps when in Distant Worlds 2 this would have been like 100 or something.
1. Engage.
That's, you know, that's just the way things are now. 27 jumps is a lot when you're flying an exploration ship.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Right. Go.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Whew. Oh, and there's a convenient fuel star. I thought I saw one. Right?
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
I thought I saw a fuel star here. 14 more seconds. So yeah, there it is. So let's give that a stopover. Fill up the tanks a little bit. Move on.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, don't want to fill up too much, because then I might, you know, end up getting
Fuel
crowded to
scoop
jumps that I can't
disengaged.
actually do.
Frameshift drive charging.
Woo!
4, 3, 2,
At the edge of the jet cone there.
engage. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, we're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction.
Four, three, two, one, engage. Warning, Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive
You know what we can do
charging.
to make these jumps a little more interesting? I thought of a little game we could do with the, so the idea is this.
4, 3, 2,
So
1. Engage.
every 5 minutes, I can randomly pick a system to turn off, and then we'll see how far we can get before we have to
System
start
scan
turning systems
complete.
back on again.
Warning. Frameshift
So
drive operating
I guess let's do
beyond
that. So
safety
let's,
limits.
yeah, so we'll spin this wheel, it'll pick one of my systems.
Warning.
I have to disable, we'll see how
Frameshift
far I
drive
can get.
operating beyond safety limits.
We'll see if I can get all the way
Frameshift
there
drive supercharged.
without having to re-enable something. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's spin the wheel. Hey, one of the planetary vehicle hangars. That is fine. Vehicle hangar number 2. No problem. Then start the timer. So in another 5 minutes, so I'll turn that off, and then in 5 minutes we'll turn off another one. There we go.
Cannot comply.
Still have to plot my route.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating.
Yeah, the thing about doing
beyond
this is,
safety
like,
limits. System scan.
a lot of the
complete.
systems that I can turn off, and it's like not gonna really affect
Warning.
me at all.
Frameshift drive
But then I also
operating
have
beyond
like
safety
frame
limits.
shift drive and life support on the list, so I don't know. Thought I might spice things up a little bit, add a little extra challenge.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Man, yep, so many times in this neutron cone. Come on. Maybe
Warning.
the supercharge.
Frameshift drive
There
operating
we go.
beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
In another 3 minutes, we'll disable another system.
Four, three, two.
And I don't know, maybe I'll keep this going for the duration of the run, and we'll see. We'll see how many times I have to restart everything. I guess we can say it's, you know, simulating systems failing to just, you know, wear and tear or something.
Warning. Frameshift drive
Even though I should
operating
check my
beyond
FSD.
safety
Okay, it's still at
limits.
94%, that's fine.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. System scan complete. Warning. Frameshift Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. System scan complete. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Go. Doing. Okay. Yeah, we're coming along. Still got a ways to go though.
Frameshift drive charging.
And then in 10 seconds we'll roll another system to turn off. Do it after this
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Let's see what we have to turn off. Okay, we have to turn off all the heatsink launchers. Cool. Which I guess is fine as long as we don't end up dropping somewhere we're not supposed to. I guess I'll turn back on some of the systems that I already had off. So I'll turn on the docking computer and the I think I had the second AFMU off. No, it's on. Okay. And then we'll restart the timer. Go. So that's fine, we just don't have heat sinks anymore.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
I have to stop and refuel soon.
4, 3.
I hope we can refuel. I hope I don't roll, like, get close to out of fuel and then roll the fuel scoop that I have to turn off, because then I'll have to restart right away. Even though I can theoretically go for a while without the fuel scoop.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, we're getting into the right sector at least. Oh no, it's not. Names were similar.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift
1 minute
drive
left.
charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
I love systems like this with the neutron and the
Warning,
regular star.
frameshift drive operating beyond
I like
safety
these
limits.
always make great like wallpapers, video
Frameshift drive
thumbnails, or what have you.
supercharged.
Although for anyone who is photosensitive, I guess they could be a problem.
Frameshift drive charging.
This jump will disable another system.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
This is probably going to be my fuel scoop anyway. Okay, we're past the fuel scoop. Good. Okay, so I have to disable my power distributor. Can I keep going with my power distributor off? Maybe I can. Okay. I guess as long as, you know, I don't do anything that drains the capacitor.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's take a moment to refuel. And then, we'll keep going. So we've lost the, one of the planetary vehicle hangars, power distributor, and the heat sinks. Which I made the heat sinks all one unit because otherwise it'd be a little silly to do them all one at a time. Let's see how far we have to go to our destination. So we're looking at, okay, 2,400 light years. Brisk 2,400. Galaxy's getting much thinner though. Even though, I guess we're going into one of the arms at this point, but yeah, it feels like the galaxy is getting a lot thinner. After spending a while in the galactic center. It's almost a little unsettling. The thing I don't remember is, I don't remember if charging the frameshift drive drains the capacitor, because if it does,
Fuel scooping complete.
then we might be in trouble. Otherwise, you know, we don't have weapons, we don't need to boost with our engines, so you know, it could be fine. Power distributor could be an okay thing to lose.
Charging.
keeping a close eye on that system capacitor there. Doesn't look like it's draining, so we might be in the clear. I mean, I guess it was if we bump something, our shields will drain it, but
4, 3,
otherwise,
2, 1.
might be in the clear. Okay, to another normal star. Interesting. Yeah, it might be because the galaxy's getting more sparse. There might just not be that many neutron stars anymore.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, okay.
Fuel scooping complete.
And that's alright, it's not the end of the world if... Ooh, wait, this system has some value, so we might actually scan this system. Hang on. Though I guess I can't really go down to planets. Or I guess I could, but it might be risky to go down to planets. So let's give the system a scan. Shall we? CDMC is saying it might have some value. Let's get these signals off my board here. Here we go. Some geological signals. Some funky bodies. Okay, we've got some possible biologicals. So that's interesting. Let's see how much they pay out. We already went for some biologicals this stream, so I don't know
System scan complete.
And we also have to bear in mind that we might get stranded on a planet that way, but... Oh man. 38 million! 51 million! Okay, that's worth going for. That's worth going for. Okay, 5E. We'll take the risk, I guess. We will take the risk. Okay, so we're going for 5E. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go for that. I'm not gonna let the stream go longer than 2 hours, so we may not get to our destination, but if not, that's okay. Okay, we're gonna have to roll another system to disable here soon. Let's go ahead and just throttle back and do that. Let's roll something else to get rid of. Please don't prevent me from getting this biological. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that's a loss because I can't disable my FSD without just completely going. So that's not. So we only disabled 1, 2. There's the 3 systems.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Well, I guess we'll start our next run then, so we'll re-roll. There's the re-roll. Okay, distributor again. Cool. And I guess we'll pause the timer while we're on a planet, or maybe we won't. That might make it more interesting. Yeah, I guess we won't disable the timer while we're on a planet. Yeah, the thing about this system is that sometimes I get just like an instant loss. You know, if it's a frame shift drive, then I basically just have to call that a loss and restart because it's, you know, Like, I just can't do anything. Frameshift drive. You know, when you're in deep space and there's... You know, the only thing I could do without a frameshift drive is keep exploring a planet if I'm already on the surface of a planet, but that is not too likely. In this case, it was not the case. So, okay, we've got a number of possibilities. We're looking for Texa and Concha are what we're mainly looking for, because those are going to give us our biggest payouts. Yeah. Give this a scan.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay. So we're looking for our Texa and our Concha. Oh, wait, what? Why are they not? Huh. Guess that's gone now. Okay, well, we're just looking for the Texa then. We'll hope this time that we don't get stuck too close to a mountain range. I'll go, let's see here. Go. Let's go over here. Yeah, let's go over here. Give us
Orbital flight engaged.
some options. Okay, big question. Can we land here? It's looking like that's a yes.
Landing gear deployed.
Yep, this looks totally landable. No way, I need to turn auto landing off. I actually don't want to do that. I usually keep auto landing off. I turned it on a little bit ago because I was trying to land on a mountain. And I wanted to see if the autopilot could do it. Okay, that's not what I'm... No. Wait, what is that? Maybe. Yeah, so I guess I'll land here and I'll check it out. I'll check it out. No, you know what? I shouldn't have let myself bump because I don't have my power distributor. Oh well. Pick the Scorpion this time. Since this is not as rough of a...
warning. Drive assist off.
Ooh, we got a first footfall. Nice. Now it's our cue to spin the wheel again. See what system we're gonna have to disable when we get back to the ship. Okay, large AFMU. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need an AFMU anyway. Man, this might pay out a lot with the football. Yeah. Whew. This is why I hate the scorpion. The scarab, I mean. No, why did I keep calling the scarab the scorpion? No, the scorpion is the one that I like. The scarab is the one that... Well, I guess nobody likes the scarab. It's just so slivery. I've never heard anyone who actually, like, prefers the scarab to the scorpion, except for, like, the things that explicitly require the scarab, like the data link scanner and the pulse wave thing. Aside from that, I don't know anyone who actually likes the scarab. Well, let's see. Maybe some tech life over there, potentially. Checking out. Speed up even just a little bit. It's like 75% throttle, and it's just like whoa, whoa, whoa. Might just be rock. Might not be plant life. That might just be rock. Yeah, that's just rock. Okay, cool. This is looking pretty sparse. There's definitely something over there. Whether it's what I need or not, you can question. Doesn't look like it. It's not like that's what I need. No. No, it's not. That's unfortunate. We'll keep going. Keep going. So I'll try to do like a big loop around my ship so I don't stray too far. This is really sparse. To the point where I might even want to just like get in my ship. That way. Ah, that might be the move. I might just like go back to my ship. Oh wait, is that something? That might be something. That's what I'm looking for. Looks like it is. Okay. So we got another sample here.
Drive assist off.
I doubt I can go to the other end of this patch and still have it count, but try. No, there's no way. There's no way. No, not even close. Okay. Back to the ship. We gotta remember to turn off the large AFMU and then whatever we roll next. It's just a rock. Oh, wait, that might be something. Okay, we met our 150 meters, so... Hello. Singular plant. Awesome. Let's see how much that paid us out. $51 million. Nice. Okay, we gotta Spin the wheel again. Gotta turn off the large AFMU. And sensors. Okay. That might not be the end of the world. Or it might be the end of the world. See, this is teaching me all sorts of things about Elite. What, you know, like what your modules actually do and don't do. I presume you don't need sensors to use the galaxy map or to navigate that way, but maybe you do. I don't know. I don't think you do. But we're about to find out either way. Take my own ship, because why not? Surprisingly, I didn't learn anything new about my own ship.
Drive assist off.
Okay, so we have to turn off large AFMU and sensors. Yeah, okay. Cool. I guess from there we can move on to our next jump destination here. Oh, why are we doing 2 jumps to get there? I might be out of sync with the advice then is just to go to the next fuel star. So just, yeah, just route like that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. Wait. My power distributor is off, but it's still refilling. Does disabling the power distributor just not do anything? I was gonna say that was stupid because like my power distributor is turned off, but I guess maybe it's just that you can't like change the pip assignments. Yeah, I guess it's just that you can't change the pip assignments, but that's not bad at all.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, that's good to know. Again, we're learning stuff. We're learning.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping.
A little less than a minute.
Fuel scooping
So I have to
complete.
turn something else off too. Last time we only made it to 3 systems. This time I think we're at 3 systems, so we might be on pace to set a new record.
Frameshift drive
Not that that'll
charging.
be very impressive, but you know, we can get to turning off 4 systems without having to stop and restart. Then
4, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, if I roll FSD... If I roll FSD, then it's basically an instant loss. If I roll life support, then I get a couple more minutes. I could probably do like one more roll if it hits life support. But let's
Fuel scoping.
go back to the wheel.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, we re-roll because we already turned off our sensors. It would be kind of bad. Okay, well, we have to turn off our fuel scoop. Alrighty. No more fuel scoop for us.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we got a new record. We're at 4 systems turned off without having to stop.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I think we can get, because we have pretty much a full tank of fuel, so I think we can get to where we're going without needing to fuel scoop again. I think we can do it.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Gonna skip ahead a bit in our... Hopefully we're getting back on the neutron highway here.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, it doesn't seem like we're going back on the highway. Oh well, I guess.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Might just not be a neutron highway this far out. It's a possibility. How many jumps do we have left to go? We got 5 more. 5 more jumps. You can do it.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Neat. What? It's sending us backwards now. You know what? Let's just route directly. Right now it's saying 27 jumps. Okay. I mean, I guess... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's just go ahead and... I guess we can skip the POI and we'll just... let's go to the POI. Let's go to the POI and then we'll end off stream there. We'll end at the POI. That sounds good.
Frameshift.
We don't have to get to the destination by the end of stream. We can just go from one POI to another POI.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, we do have a neutron jump, it looks
System
like.
scan complete. Warning, frameshift drive
Oh.
operating beyond safety limits.
Okay, well. You can't neutrons... Wait, can you not?
Warning, frameshift
Oh, no, you
drive
can.
operating
Okay.
beyond safety limits.
We'll do the disabling system in a second. I just gotta see. Can you not?
Warning,
Super
frameshift drive
jump without...
operating beyond safety limits.
Maybe you can't. I mean, I suppose it would make sense, because, like, the fuel scoop would be, I guess, be how the... you know, how you collect material from the jet cone, but... So that's crazy. So we just can't use the neutron highway with our fuel scoop?
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Seems that way. Yeah, it seems that way. Okay. Well, let's do our roll like this. Hey, thrusters. It's not great.
Hull integrity
Oh!
compromised.
I didn't realize thrusters were wired. I guess thrusters are required for the frameshift drive to work. I didn't know that. Not know that. So we might just be dead in the water here. Oh yeah, I mean we are, because we can't throttle up to... Can't throttle up, so I guess that's a loss. So we managed to disable 1, 2, 3. So on 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we turned off 4 systems. I guess we gotta roll again, because we gotta restart now. So our record is 4.
Online.
Well, at least we can... Oh, well, I immediately rolled FSD, so that's a loss. Okay, so thrusters is just game over, I guess.
Power
Okay.
plant capacity
Small
exceeded.
AFMU, I can turn that off. That's already off. Oh,
Frameshift
guess
drive
we,
charging.
we retry our
Ready to engage.
neutron jump here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, so we'll get to the
Warning,
next POI
frameshift
and then
drive
we'll
operating beyond
end off
safety
the stream
limits.
once we get there.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Okay.
Frameshift
Yeah,
drive
now we're supercharged. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I need to start the timer. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. complete. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm still good to go.
4,
Oh, it's 2.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, engage. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Okay, I think just one more jump after this. And then we've got a specific planet we're supposed to set down on for the POI. It's supposed to be something something sunset. So
Fuel scooping.
oh wait, this is the spot. Okay, this is the destination. So it's planet. What planet is it? It's
Fuel scoop disengaged.
body 2A. Body 2A. Yeah. So we'll go there. We'll see what all the fuss is about. Okay, so it's something about a sunrise. So I guess we'll go to the oh, what's it called? The Terminator, I think it is. I think that's what it's called. I guess we'll loop around, find a nice place to. Okay. Well, we've got a. It's more so close to the end of the stream. I'll just turn that off for now. Into water. Iris sunrise.
Orbital flight engaged. Landing gear deployed.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's pretty. It's giving 2001. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's hop out. We'll end the stream looking at the Iris sunrise. Pretty. Pretty. All right. Well, I suppose that's as good a place to end it as any. So thank you all for watching, and tune in sometime next week for